Now I'm going to show how to sew the pocket on with fabric. So here's my denim apron and my pocket, and I have it pinned down already. And I'm going to start on the right side of my pocket. I'm going to put my presser foot down. I want to sew fairly close to the edge, but not so close that if I wiggle a little, my stitch goes off. So I'm going to take my time on this. I'm going to forward stitch a couple, stop, back stitch to lock it, forward stitch again, and on my back stitch I actually went off my pocket fabric, and that's okay. I'm keeping it very close to the edge. Now I came to a pin, so I'm going to raise my presser foot and just scoot that pin out of there. There we go. And come all the way down to the corner where I make my pivot. Nice and close to that edge, as close as I can without losing my pocket, and then pause right at the edge, pivot, keep going. I'm going to take out my pin here. Oh, I'm getting a little bit close to the edge, so I'm going to just turn it a smidge so it comes back in on the fabric a little bit. I'm getting close to my corner. And pause, one more stitch. There we go. If you should have a stitch that goes off the edge, you can immediately stop the machine, raise your needle, and disconnect your threads, and then put it back in 4 or 5 stitches before that point and re-sew that part. That's not a problem. Those things happen all the time. Whoops, I forgot to lift my presser foot. Lift the presser foot, make the pivot, put it back down. There's my pin coming out. Nice and close to the edge, but I'm not going off the edge. See, I got very close over there. And then when I get down here, I want to back stitch. Instead of just 1 or 2, I really want to back stitch 4 or 5, so I'm going to pause and then back stitch, because this will make it nice and strong right at the corner, and then I'm going to bring it forward again. There. Then needle up and clip my threads. There, and that pocket is done. Now I'm going to go in and do one more pocket. I'm going to start on the right. Now look, I have all this fabric over here. I just have to be gentle with it so I'm not crunching needles into me or the pins into my skin as I'm sewing along. Back stitch, forward stitch. There we go. I love this little cute polka dot fabric. I'm going to hold that corner down with my fingernail as close as I can until I have to move my finger out of the way. There we go. Do the pivot. Put the presser foot back down. Take out my pin. And start sewing again. Straight along that edge. I'm going to hold down with my fingernail that little corner. Try to keep it right on the edge. Stop at the corner. Make my pivot. Last side, and then that pocket is finished, and here's my opening. Almost done. And stop, and I think I'm going to do again a few extra stitches right here. There's my reverse.